Welcome back to King Online Trading School. If this is your first time, if you're watching this analysis or any of our videos, make sure you click that subscribe button and don't forget to activate the bell icon. If you are into Forex trading, crypto trading, binary option, synthetic, and of course, stocks, this channel is a channel you want to subscribe to. We have a lot of quality video content that can help your trading career. So feel free to check them out. Feel free, we have a lot of videos right there. So don't forget to click that subscribe button. All right, guys. So I want to congratulate those who have been following this analysis for quite some times. Last week, we had a lot of peers who line up, and we also give our best peers for guys to look out for. And I'm so glad that most of the time, all the peers we normally ask you guys to focus on tend to play out a lot of time. And this previous week, we also had a good profit. So I want to congratulate those who have been following this analysis for a while. So it's already the beginning of the month, and since last week we've been seeing the market slowing down, trying to pick a different direction. So now this first week, we're going to see a lot of change of direction right from the Forex market. So let's dive into this week analysis. So we actually do not have much pair for you to much pair we analyze right now, because we see that there are no clear signal yet, and market is trying to pick the new phase of direction. So our analysis for this week is between Monday, April 4th to Friday, April 8th, 2022. Monday, April 4th to Friday, April 8th, 2022. All right, so let's get down. So the first pair I want to be taking a look at is AUD JPY. So AUD JPY, and for those who are watching this for the first time, our entry time frame is H1, and we use H4 as filter as our trend time frame, while we also analyze from weekly down to H4. All right, so let's get started. Based on H1 and H4 on AUD JPY, we see that this is currently buy bias. Okay, so the weekly candle, we see the weekly candle close and in pain bar with a lot of huge direction. And if I should go to the monthly candle, I'll see that the monthly candle has started to pick some kind of momentum. Okay, so based on that, we expect AUD JPY to still push up to this yellow resistance during this coming week before we can see any significant reversal, if at all that is ready to happen right now. And if you take a close look at this area right now, you see that this resistance has been taken out, which means price is going to continue in the uptrend. So let's see, going to the daily, we see the daily also closed in the bullish engulfing. So this tells us that we should look for more buy. So our daily target right here is located right at this top at 94.20, while our weekly target is found right at this yellow resistance. So coming to our daily entry, we've seen the pullback already. So once the cross happens, the moment market opens up, then you can take a buy, and our first target is going to be right at this resistance, which is at 94.20. All right, so that's going to be a good area for us to look for a buy on AUD JPY. Swiss franc JPY, according to H1 and H4, this is currently buy bias. So the weekly candle closed in green. Okay, and if I choose to switch to the monthly candle, we will see that the monthly candle has visited the last high, which is this high right here, which is also the same area on the weekly candle. So we may expect some kind of potential, we expect a potential reversal right at this junction. So, but we're going to see how this is going to play out. All right, so coming into the daily, this yellow right here, this yellow resistance right here still remains still remains the area of target. So if we see a close right above that yellow resistance, so that is giving us an assurance that we should look out for more buy on the Swiss franc JPY. Okay, and aside that, then we are going to expect this market to drop. But prior to that, right here, based on H1 and H4, we are still very much buy bias on Swiss franc JPY. So right here, this is still good to look out for a buy. We've seen a pullback right here. So take your buy once the cross to the upside happens, then take your profit before the yellow resistance at 134.24. All right. So Swiss franc JPY, it is still good to look for a buy. But the long buy will come up once the yellow resistance gets taken out on weekly or daily candle. I hope this is very, very clear. So Swiss franc JPY, look for a buy. CAD JPY. CAD JPY, according to H1 and 4, it is currently buy bias. So right now, let's go to the monthly. The monthly candle, we see this is currently sitting at the right supply area right here. So we expect this to actually drop, right? The same setup we'll find right here is what we've seen on the Swiss franc JPY and across JPY pairs. So right here, we are waiting for this resistance to get taken out, the yellow resistance at 101.06, all right? So until that area gets taken out, that is when we are going to look for a long buy. Until then, we should look out for a short buy. So coming into the weekly candle, we see this a big rejection from the candle. So this tells us that this is a potential reversal area for CAD JPY. So coming into the daily candle, we see this close at as closed in green with a bullish candlestick pattern. So we should expect more buy on the daily. But for this, like I said, we expect this level to get taken out. So the daily target right here should be this last high right here. All right, this last high at 100.16. Okay, that's going to be the daily target. So going into our entry time frame, once the cross happens to the upside, take your buy and take your first profit before the blue resistance at 100.16. All right, and the long buy will come once the yellow resistance, which is the weekly target, get taken out. All right, so this is also a good trade to look out for a buy. CAD JPY, look out for a buy. Euro Swiss franc is currently on the downside according to H1 and 4. So the monthly candle, we see the monthly candle has started to pick some kind of momentum to the upside. So we're going to see how that is going to play out within the month. So the weekly candle, we see this close in green, all right, with a huge rejection from the upside. So this is telling us that we should expect some kind of move to the downside before any significant reversal may happen to the upside. So our weekly target for Euro Swiss franc is found right at this yellow support at 1.000, all right, which is almost 1-to-1. All right, so the daily candle, we see this close in the green, which may be a continuation pattern to the current weekly candle. So right here, we see the daily candle is sitting at the daily support right here. So we expect this to get taken out for price to visit the weekly support. So until then, we are going to see what is going to happen. So going into the entry time frame, the pullback has happened already. Once the cross, wait for the pullback to happen very well. Once the cross happen, take your sell entry and take your profit, your first profit before the blue support at 1.0186, and immediately that level get taken out, then we'll be focusing to get to for market to drop down to 1.000, which is at the yellow support. So right now, Euro Swiss franc is good for a sell. So look out for a sell on Euro Swiss franc. GBP JPY. GBP JPY, according to H1 and 4, this is currently buy bias right now as we speak. So the weekly candle, we see this close in red, huge rejection, just like the other JPY pairs. So we should expect potential reversal at this junction, because this is currently sitting at a strong supply zone, strong monthly and weekly supply zone. So we should expect a reversal. But if that is not going to hold, then we expect this level to get taken out on the weekly before we can start looking out for a buy. All right. So the weekly target for this on GBP JPY, if this blue resistance get taken out, the weekly target is at the yellow resistance, which is 174.26. So coming into the weekly, we can see we have the same candle we just analyzed right here. So the daily candle, we see this close in green. So this tells us that we should look for short buy. Okay, probably to this daily high right here at 164.63. All right. So going to our entry time frame, this is going to be a short buy. The pullback has happened, and we can see the 120 moving average is trading above. The price is trading above the 120 moving average. Once the cross happen to the upside, take your buy and take part of your profit before market gets to the blue resistance at 164.63. So that's going to be our Forex target, and if that level get broken, then we'll be looking out for the yellow resistance. Okay, so GBP JPY, this is a good one to look out for a buy. Look for a buy on GJ, NJ, NZD JPY. This is currently buy bias according to this strategy. So the weekly candle, we also see this close in green with a huge rejection. This is actually a paying back candlestick pattern, telling us that reversal is about to take place. So if we should pull back, we'll see that the weekly resistance has been broken. So this tells us that we should look for more buy. But this current candle right here is a potential reversal candle. But for me, I see this is going to be like a pullback on the lower time frame before we can see more upside. So the daily candle, we see this close in green. All right. So we have to see. We'll wait to see what is going to happen right on this pair. So coming into the entry time frame, we see the cross is about to happen to the upside. Once the cross happen, take your trade, take your buy trade, and the first profit should be taken right before this blue resistance at 86.55. All right. So once that level get taken out, then we will be heading on to the yellow resistance at 92.53. All right. Overall, NZD JPY is still good to look out for a buy, because we expect price to push up to this resistance right here before the reversal can happen. All right. So take your buy once the cross to the upside happens. Otherwise, we'll let it go. All right. So NZD JPY is a buy. The last pair I'm going to look out for I'm going to analyze today is USD Swiss franc. USD Swiss franc right now, according to H1 and 4, it is currently sell bias. So coming into the weekly candle, we see the weekly candle closed in red, and this has touched a significant area. So for this on the weekly candle, we expect this to push up. All right. So if I should quickly check the monthly candle, we see the monthly candle has started rising. So we'll see how that is going to play out. So the daily candle, we see this close in green. So this is telling us that potential reversal is already taking place right here. But according to H1 and H4, which is our entry candle, we still see this is telling us that price is still to the downside. But I have to be sincere with you guys that this is most likely not going to hold. All right. So you need to be careful with this pair. But right here, if this cross should happen to the downside, we should expect price to touch this blue support at 0.9194. But if price does not cross this, the blue does not cross the yellow, that means the signal is not holding, then you have to let it go. All right. But if the cross should happen, take your sell and take your profit before the blue support at 0.9194. And if that level get broken, then the yellow support becomes the next target at 0.9164. All right. So this is all I have for you guys. So just a quick recap on the pairs we have analyzed. AUD JPY, look for a buy. Swiss franc JPY, look for a buy. CAD JPY, look for a buy. Swiss franc, Euro Swiss franc, look for a sell. GBP JPY, look for a buy. NZD JPY, look for a buy. USD Swiss franc, look for a sell. All right. And the weak pairs I can pinpoint right here according to this strategy is AUD is weak. So you want to capitalize on AUD pairs just the same way we did last week, and we had a lot of profit. So guys, AUD pairs they are the pairs you should focus on during this coming week until we see the rest pairs trying to pick their direction, so that we'll be able to know where to start looking out for our next trade. So this is all I have for you. If you are here to subscribe, make sure you click that subscribe button and don't forget to activate the bell icon. And quick one, guys, I'm using this opportunity to announce to you that next week Sunday 10th of April 2022, we'll be having binary option exposition. All right. So make sure you attend. This exposition is going to you'll be exposed to how to trade binary. All right. These secrets will be taught to you. So make sure you attend this class. All right. And don't forget to click that subscribe button if you are here to subscribe. If you are not on our Telegram group, there's our Telegram link down in the description. Make sure you join us. There you'll find more details about this class. All right. So I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day, and bye-bye for now, and God bless.